But he likes to get people on his podcast and get into some pretty deep conversations. He's had Elon on his podcast probably more than I don't think you could probably add all of Elon's podcast appearances on other major podcasts together.
Rogan's had it more.
No, there's no way. Absolutely no way.
As far as Brett Weinstein, he started a podcast called the Dark Horse Podcast that he does with his wife, who's also another professor.
That's Brett's podcast, right?
Yeah, Brett and his wife.
Yeah. Brett kind of lost his mind over some of these things. Like, he wanted to start the Unity Party. That fizzled out, and then he went into like the claims that he made about COVID were pretty crazy. I think most people have kind of discredited Brett at this stage.
Oh, he knew it wasn't a wet market early on, and his master's thesis was in bats. So some of it he wasn't totally wrong. I'm not defending him; he is crazy, but some of it in the beginning was interesting.
I think that's totally fair. I think he fell prey to that, though. I don't know if it was the thing that we refer to as audience capture now. I don't think it was quite that. I'm not sure if it was he felt being in the spotlight for being considered heterodox and having a point of view that he stood by that was later proven correct. But it's as if his ability to discern fact from fiction or, base a claim on evidence as he had before was completely lost to that moment of glory.
He first came on... Okay.
No, sorry, I was just going to say, and I don't know that he's come back from that. It's pretty sad.
He first came on my radar because he and his wife were both professors at Evergreen University in Washington State, which is one of the most liberal universities in the country, and declared that
used to be. They sued and won a large court case from them. They used to be.
No, yeah, yes, that's why he first came on my radar, and there was a day that they wanted all the Caucasian people to stay home, and he thought that was ridiculous and went. And when they ended up protesting, and they got both of them fired.
Yeah, that's also the university tied up physically the president. Those protesters tied up and kept the president in his office and made him communicate without hands moving because his hands were offensive. It was a pretty crazy period.
I wonder whatever happened to all those COVID, the ones that were eventually debunked, all the Dr. Copeland types. I really wonder what happened to them because they used to have such a massive following. And even some of the people on the stage, I'll point to one. I don't know if she's still here because I'm driving, but these people were going from room to room and regurgitating all of that stuff. And I find it fascinating that they're no longer on the app. It's just wonder where they went off to, and just kind of wish they could come back because it was entertaining for.
Dr.
Copeland is still on here.
You said Dr. Copeland. Dr. Copeland been around for the last month. I just saw him for the last month or two for sure.
It was funny. Dr. Catherine was pretty well liked on here by most people, and when she got over to Chatter, she was one of the people that would turn on her camera, and she would just sit there and pose for the camera and do duck lips and like drink wine, and then she'd get up and she'd dance. It was very fucking bizarre. And even though I thought she was, I don't know, I wouldn't say I liked her, but I didn't dislike her. Most people were like, what the fuck is up with this chick? It's when she was on Chatter, that's when everybody was just like, dude, she's a weirdo.
Oh, she's just having fun,